Hey guys, it's Bree. So sometimes I feel like I'm kind of behind the times. Um, and Lock and Key is an example of that. Lock and Key is a graphic novel series by Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez. It's got 6 kind of trade paperback installations. And I haven't picked this up before. I think the reason is probably got to do with Joe Hill kind of writing some creepy stuff and me being hesitant to kind of explore it. Admittedly, I get easily kind of freaked out by some things, and I felt like the visual example would maybe either be too gory or too freaky for me. But I have to say, I was so happy when I did actually pick it up. So there are 6 books in Lock and Key. The first is Welcome to Lovecraft, Head Games, Crown of Shadows, Keys to the Kingdom, Clockworks, and then the final book is Alpha and Omega. It's all about a family who moves to this place called Lovecraft, which is supposed to be like a city in Massachusetts. And they move into kind of the family's ancestral home called Key House. It's about the 3 children of the family. The oldest is Ty, and then you have the daughter Kinsey, and the youngest one is Bode. He's a little like 6-year-old boy. And they realize after a few days in this house that there are these keys, and that the keys give them kind of like powers. The keys do magical, mysterious things, and it turns out that the keys have a dark side. There's a lot of murder and death and just kind of general scary, creepy stuff that goes on. But it is so good. To give you a little bit of an idea, I'm just going to go ahead and flip through some of the pages for you so you can have an idea what the art looks like. The story starts out with them moving to Lovecraft after their father's death. And I think that is really at the heart of the story. It's a scary story, yes, but it's also a story about grief and internal turmoil and depression, and also about like the dark side of people, about how we can sometimes be people we wish we weren't. And I thought that that was really kind of well captured in the book without kind of hitting you over the head too much with it. The characters were really pretty neat. There's not always a lot of time for character development in a graphic novel because they're of course limited in pages, and it's not like a page where you're going to see the deepest, darkest inner monologues of someone's soul. But Joe Hill really makes the script count for those pages, and Gabriel Rodriguez really just brings it to life. So you're getting visual cues and just really poignant kind of insights into who the characters are. It's never so scary that you can't read it, which is something that I think was really well done. It really balances that line. And I'll tell you now, if you have read this, I think my favorite character was Rufus. I have a soft spot for him, and at the end, his ending to his storyline was just like but I think overall it's just an interesting story about a family trying to keep it together, and about kids learning for the first time about human nature and that people aren't always what they seem. My average overall for the books was a 4, which it's a good score. Especially because I don't really feel like there was any installation that was too weak. They are books that you're going to want to pick up in order because they don't really stand on their own very well. The story doesn't make sense. It does take a long time for the story to kind of come together, but you're definitely, like, you can't pick up number 4 and know what's going on. That's just not going to happen. If you have read Locke and Key, let me know what you thought of it. I'd be really interested to hear kind of more in depth about characters or the plot lines overall. I hope you're having a fantastic reading week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.